Hey YouTube, it's me, John Avenger. I am back, baby, and I just saw Avengers Age of Ultron. I saw it last night at 8 p.m. and oh my god, my mind is freaking blown, man. It was so awesome. Oh my god. This was one of the best experiences I had in the theater since the first one. Oh my god. I cannot believe how much I love this movie. It was so freaking epic. Oh my god, the crowd was laughing hysterically throughout the whole film. Oh, and by the way, in this video, there will be some spoilers, so I'm going to warn you right now. If you haven't seen the movie, get your ass to the theater and see it. You have you're doing yourself a disservice by not watching this. This movie, Joss Whedon did it again, man. Joss Whedon freaking is the man. He made the first one epic, and he made the second one even more epic, just as much as the first one. And I loved every second of this movie. I can tell you right now that it's one of the best sequels since Spider-Man 2. It's right up there with Captain Winter Soldier and Spider-Man 2 and X-Men 2 and a bunch of other sequels that I loved in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and such. But wow, this movie was freaking awesome. I'm gonna just mention some spoilers. I'm not gonna spoil everything because I want you guys to see the movie. But yeah, the opening scene, once it started, it just kept going and going, and it just my mind was blown at how awesome it was. Everybody in the cast did a phenomenal job. Robert Downey Jr. is still Tony Stark. He's still Iron Man. He has more screen time as Iron Man here than in Iron Man 3. So there, I was right on that one. Chris Hemsworth made me laugh hysterically in this movie. He is Thor. Love him in this movie. Just great action scenes with him. He demands presence and he deserves his spot. Chris Evans is still the leader of the Avengers, Cap, and he still owns it. And he's funny and he's awesome. And just Cap was phenomenal in this movie and everything he did, throwing his shield and kicking his shield and everything. It's just amazing. Scarlett Johansson, I am still in love with her. I love this actress. She could have 10 babies between now and the time she's 40, and I am going to adore this actress for the rest of my life. Just, oh my God. They mostly showed her upper body because, she was pregnant during the filming of the movie, but it didn't matter. Those gorgeous lips and that face and her action, just love it. Mark Ruffalo did a good job. He had more to do. Hulk does a lot more in the film. The Hulkbuster scene is the best scene in the movie to me. It just was freaking hilarious, and I I don't even know what I'm saying. It was an eyegasm. Just the visuals just stunned me. And when when the Iron Man was punching him in the face, I was in stitches of how funny that was. Just who else? Jeremy Renner had more to do in the film. I thought he was great. I liked his rapport with him and his wife. His girlfriend. I think his wife or girlfriend. Played by Linda Cardinelli. She's in the film. She's pregnant in the film, and she plays Laura Barton. And wow, just it was good to see her for the first time on the big screen because I never seen her before on the big screen. Who else was in the film? Yeah, I liked Aaron Taylor Johnson and I liked Elizabeth Olsen as the twins, Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. They were fun to watch. Quicksilver running around, it was just great, very visually stunning. It was really funny and witty, and just he had his moments. Scarlet Witch, Elizabeth Olsen. It's good to see another Olsen get a spotlight now after Mary Kate and Ashley because she was just great. I didn't mind her accent. It was nice. It was Russian and it was really cute. And just her controlling the other characters, just really phenomenal job. And the best guy, James Spader, was awesome as Ultron. As soon as I heard his voice, I got chills in the theater because of how awesome his voice was. He has some of the best dialogue in the movie. I'm not going to spoil it. Just the way he talks, he puts Bane to shame in The Dark Knight Rises. This is how you do a villain. This is how you make a robot, Michael Bay. You don't make them into garbage that with no personality. You give them an awesome voice actor and you give them personality and you give them screen presence. There's a scene in the movie, this is like one of the only spoilers for with Ultron, that he's talking to Andy Serkis's character in what was Uganda or what was it? It's not Uganda, it was where T'Challa lives, Uganda, I think it is. It's an African country that they're doing all these these people are working, and Ultron freaking cuts his arm off, and the audience was shocked. They were completely shocked. He Ultron is like, oh, he's like, oh, who? He says, who's the man in charge? And said, I'm not a man. And then he like hits him, and his freaking arm is just off. And I was like, oh my god, that was freaking insane. See, this is a villain that doesn't fuck around. He is a very, very, very intimidating villain, and just his voice. The I got no strings reference comes back. Yeah, they didn't lie in the trailer. It was in the movie. Ultron sings it, and it was pretty intimidating, saying I got no strings and but I have fun and I'm not tied up to anyone. Just I love that Disney actually incorporated that in the film. It was just marvelous. The ending of this movie is just as amazing as the first movie. Just all the action, all the explosions have a purpose. What happens, when they're at the end in an Asian country, saving people. Just the vision. Paul Bettany did a great job. He looked awesome in the costume and the makeup, and it wasn't just all CGI. It was really him there, and he was really calm. He really embodied that character. The end. I'm not going to spoil the ending. The ending of the film where the post credit scene. You got to see that for yourself. That's not a spoiler I'm willing to give up. But wow. This was amazing. I freaking loved this movie. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't say that anymore because I'll just explode. Just my mind was completely blown tonight. Just wow. 3 years of this, of movies that were disappointing after the first Avengers, and this I feel completely vindicated. And I am John Avenger. I live up the movie lived up to that name, Avengers too. They are the stars of the film. Ultron is the main villain. You get exactly what you pay for. It doesn't tease you with cock teasing the audience. It gives you what you want. And even when there's no action, you got these characters that you get attached to, and the conversations are interesting, and the jokes are funny, and the pacing is really good, and the visual effects are fantastic, and the movie has just such a great fun atmosphere. And yeah, it had a darker tone in some cases, but it didn't lose its wit. It didn't lose its humor. It didn't lose its soul. And when there's collateral damage, it's not like in Man of Steel where Superman's causing that. No, these Avengers were trying their hardest, and it definitely showed. Whedon did a great job, man. He has a vision, no pun intended, and he freaking delivered, and I loved every second of it. I love this movie. It's my favorite movie of the year by far. Star Wars has a long way to go. Episode 7 would have to be insanely awesome to be just as good as this movie. And I'm saying it right now. Nothing in the summer is going to top this. Nothing. Not Jurassic World, not Terminator Genesis. Ant-Man, I'm not interested, but it's not going to top this. Fantastic Four or anything else. This is the granddaddy of 2015. This saved it for me. This movie just freaking annihilated the competition, and I'm glad that this movie has come out. I'm glad I got to see it with a huge crowd. It was one of the best experiences I've had in a long time. Just, wow. And if I wasn't so tired, I'd be jumping off the walls because I was just so high on freaking Marvel cinematic, goodness, and just wow. My God, it was great. It was just unbelievable. My pulse was racing through the entire film from the moment the movie started until the moment the movie was over. And also another thing, of the post-credit scene, there's only one scene. There's no scene at the end credits, so you don't have to stay after the end credits. It just says the Avengers will return, and they will. Infinity War is going to be badass. And I can't wait for Civil War next year. I'm not afraid. Believe me, after seeing this, I am not afraid of what comes next. Justice League, DC, you better catch up. You better do that right. Because if you screw up Justice League, people are going to hate you forever. Whedon already got you beat twice. They made that epic movie, which I love to death, and I will always love that movie. And then they made this one, which I thought was one of the best sequels I have ever seen. This is right up there with Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back, just as a phenomenal sequel. It took everything I loved in the first movie and amplified it by 10, and I just loved it. Love this movie. 10 out of 10, 5 stars, a perfect score. This is a masterpiece of cinema. And no matter what bad movies come out this year, I will say this to you naysayers that lost hope in Hollywood. See movies like this. This is what entertainment is all about, man. It's not about the remakes and the reboots and the freaking crappy sequels and prequels that, are not needed. This is what it's all about. I love these characters. I love this movie. Can't wait for Infinity War and all the other, and Phase 3 is going to be awesome. Just wow. And I'm not just saying that out of nostalgia or because I'm a Marvel fan. I love this franchise. I want to see it keep going. This is grade A entertainment, and I loved just being in the theater watching it. And those are my early thoughts. I will come back with another video eventually, with more spoilers if after everyone's seen the movie and once I get it on Blu-ray, because I am getting this on Blu-ray. I'm getting the Steelbook so I can have the digital copy in my little laptop right here. I'm going to see the movie over and over and over again and have my mind blown at how much this movie was so worth the wait. And I loved it. And I don't know what else to say. But John Avenger sign out. I can't wait till the Avengers assemble again. Love the cast, love the story, love the visuals, love James Spader as Ultron, great villain, and the movie was freaking badass. So, later guys, and my next video will be my next DVD and VHS update. It'll be probably later tonight or tomorrow, so later, and wow.